Now that we have a solid understanding of how specs and catalogs work, let's dive in and create a brand new spec from scratch. To get started, go to the File menu and select New, then choose the option to create a new spec. Before proceeding, it's helpful to review the options available. You can either create a completely new spec, which means you'll be populating it entirely from the catalog, or you can create one from an existing spec. If you already have a spec that's close to what you need, it's often quicker to modify that rather than starting from zero. It's really up to your judgment. Choose whatever approach makes the most sense for your situation. For this example, we'll go ahead and create a new spec. First, we'll need to name it. Navigate to your desktop, open the Exercise Files folder, then O2 create a new spec, and name the file x_seeks150. Hit Save to proceed. Once saved, we'll add a description to help identify the spec easily. In this case, we'll enter LinkedIn 150-pound carbon steel. Next, we need to load a catalog to base our spec on. Scroll down to the catalog section and click Browse. We're not modifying the original catalogs, we're simply selecting one to use with our new spec. Again, navigate to the desktop, then to Exercise Files, open the Catalogs folder, and choose the ASME Valves catalog. If you haven't purchased it, choose ASME Valves and Fittings catalog. Once that's selected, go ahead and click Create. The interface will now show that the catalog has been successfully loaded, with our valve and fitting components ready to be used. At the top of the window, you'll see the spec name and the description we added. One important thing to remember, while you can rename the description of a spec at any time, just click onto it and simply edit it how you want. You cannot directly rename the spec file itself within the editor. If you need to give the file a new name, you'll have to open the existing spec and perform a Save As operation. This ensures that all the necessary support files and data links are updated correctly and consistently.